4CG, man, you know how the fuck we rockin', man. Four corner glow game, man. You know how the fuck I'm bumming, man. You know I'm coming, man.
All right, y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We back with another one, y'all. So we gotta talk about this, man. P. Diddy is circulating all over the internet. We gotta talk about this. So now that he's been spotted clearly in Miami, since they won't let him leave the country, we gotta talk about his boy Brandon Paul. So Brandon Paul also was stopped, also at the airport, allegedly having drugs on him. I see this white boy, and he used to work in the studio, I guess, and also was a part of Diddy's trafficking. Now we gotta talk about this. So from this whole thing, now this whole case in Rico has now got other individuals now involved, and people coming out saying things and speaking on people like Meek Mill, French Montana, Jay-Z, and so on and so forth, and now the Little Rod. So Diddy, he can't hide from this. The information is out. His boy got caught allegedly trying to transport drugs on a plane, and now there's a alleged report saying that he tried to send that plane that everyone thought Diddy was on. He wasn't actually on. It was allegedly, I guess, a plane just to send it to get the feds or whatever confused or get everyone talking about it, because clearly we all thought he left the country and he didn't. So that plane that was probably going to Cape Verde or whatever it was, Antigua, was probably to transport drugs or some information. But regardless of that, the paperwork that's going out is showing that Young Miami and Jade were involved as well in Diddy's weird freak offs and, I want to say, trafficking. Young Miami was, I guess, selling twat for P. Diddy. She would get paid monthly, clearly. So was Jade, to be Mr. Combs' sex worker and receive payments wire transfer. And this is the stuff that now is coming out, and this is getting more complex because now the feds really have real information that they can really see and get P. Diddy on. This stuff is getting more deep and serious. Now, the people that are involved are Frankie, Brendan, KK, and they were responsible for ensuring the payment to the sex workers in cash, which would be Young Miami and Jade. And they were paid monthly fees. And as you see, this is highlighted in the paperwork, and also different solicitations of sex workers and minors purchasing disturbing illegal firearms and drugs and so forth and so forth. Regardless of that, the tapes that the feds now have seized from P. Diddy, now some of them have been leaked or have been going around, and clearly there's been pornography in some of these tapes, underage pornography and pornography from some of these freak offs. Now, we cannot post these on YouTube, so you can check them out on the internet, but these are going around and circulating on the internet now that the feds have his laptops and computers. Now, in terms of his kids that were arrested during the raid, now they are not in custody and not seeing any charges currently right now. But now that these new lawsuits and 6 Jane Does, 1 John Doe, there's 7 new lawsuits right now pending currently for Sean Diddy, P. Diddy Combs, after the raid that happened at all 3 of his homes in Miami, New York, and LA. So based on this, we have that the feds are already locking up and setting up for a huge case and to get more people involved. And there are more people involved that are going to get dragged into this. And I'm telling you right now, the only reason why it's going down like this is because people are snitching and telling, and because they're upset with the past and stuff that happened back in the day. Because the Little Rod case and lawsuit is more about P. Diddy didn't give him no money and his publishing, and that's kind of similar with the whole Cassie thing. So in all honesty too, if he wanted to avoid all this, he should have just did all this behind closed doors, not let it get this too deep and serious, because now there's no way he's coming out of this. Like, P. Diddy's gonna definitely go to jail. Like, at this point, there's I don't think nothing can stop it, you know. And to be honest with you, there's more people involved, and this is going to spiral into another effect. You're going to see more people come out of the woodwork, get charged and accused of other acts and being at P Diddy's parties. We've already seen some of the footage, but this one takes the cake because today his drug trafficker Brandon was stopped, and that just goes to show that even the trafficking of drugs was going on, and they got this also in the paperwork and the document. So we're sure that P Diddy's going to be definitely seeing some time. Same with his accomplices like Brendan, Young Miami, unless they all snitch and tell and KK, because at the end of the day, these names are not redacted. These names are now in the public record, and they're also in the documents and the court filings that are going around and circulating over the internet. So Young Miami and P. Diddy really can't say nothing about this. And Meek Mill now is scared. He's over here having his lawyer come speak and make a statement on the whole P. Diddy situation going on right now, because we know Meek Mill's got some weird shit going on. He's also in behind closed doors doing weird gay shit, which we're not surprised about. So at the end of the day, a lot of these dudes are gonna get exposed, and they're gonna just basically have to just take accountability. I mean, if they just did all this stuff and just didn't settle in public and settle so fast, this probably wouldn't have happened, because the initial settlement between him and Cassie is $55 million. That's a lot of money up front, straight up. That's a lot of money. Now this is going on, it's probably going to be more of a bigger situation, but right now it's not looking good for P. Diddy. He is currently in the country. He has not left the country. He's currently in Florida. The police have spoken to him clearly. He's not arrested and nothing's really going on, but there's definitely going to be charges and people getting dragged into this. Now, whether or not he gets charged within this week or this month, that's another thing. But the feds now are racking up information and they have information. So it's just a matter of time, y'all. And I'm telling you, people are going to snitch and tell each other, because I'm telling you, the time that these feds are going to give these people, because they have a 95 conviction rate, there's no way you're going to get out of this. It's going to be 20-year plus. And I already looked it up. Diddy's 50 years old. So if he's already looking at 20 years, 30 years, he's done. Like he can consider himself dead, basically. Like, he's done. So we're gonna keep you guys up to date with this. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We got more content coming soon. Stay posted and keep sharing the video. Like, comment, subscribe.